During this video, we're going to talk about the general considerations for being tied or for bottoms. It is important to know that during a rope bondage session, besides fun, there is always a risk. You're trusting your top. You're granting them power over your safety. So you want to make sure that there's a connection with them and that you can trust them. Before the session, it is important to learn about yourself, about your physical and your emotional limitations, and to be able to communicate them freely with your top. What I mean is, if you have diabetes, if you have high blood pressure, if you have a sprained ankle, if a certain tie triggers a strong emotional response, you want your top to know before the session, because you might not be able to communicate with them during. Raw honesty is crucial for the safety of a rope bondage session. So you want to take this into account when you're choosing your top. We're going to talk about 3 general moments that you need to take into account as a bottom. The first one is before the Shibari session, where you talk with your top about what you expect of the session, what ties you might be willing to try, you might want to try. The second is what you are willing to try but are not terribly excited about it, but you're open for it anyway. And the third one, which I consider the most important one, is what you are under no circumstances willing to do. These points need to be clear to your top before even beginning the rope bondage session. The second moment is about the preparation that you need to do as a bottom in order to enjoy the session more. You want to work on your strength and you want to work on your flexibility. This can be done in your free time as well. And before the bondage session, you're going to want to warm up and do stretches so you enjoy it more. And the third moment I want to talk about is during the bondage session. You need to remember that your safety is also your responsibility. So you're going to want to protect your nerves while you're being tied. We talk about this in depth in our safety video, which I recommend you watch before you begin being tied. You want to be fully aware of the tightness of the ropes. If they're too tight, you might begin to feel tingling sensations in your extremities or numbness. The moment something feels off, you need to communicate immediately with your partner, with your top. This is because you want to give them the time to react before the pain becomes intolerable and the rope bondage session has to end. And last but not least, if your top is not experienced, while you're being tied, the ends of the ropes might be flying around, so you want to cover your face, or my recommendation is just don't watch them tie you. And have fun.